So, ladies and gentlemen, please, please, please give a big welcome to DeAna Fai, y'all. She's joining us on the block party.
Hey, I'm here.
Now, we all know that DeAna, she's brilliant, started college at 17. She's been doing her thing for a long time now, and she has a lot of backing behind her. But I'm going to go ahead and just turn it over to you, DeAna, and you can go ahead and let the folks know a little bit more about what DeAna Fai is all about.
Okay. Hey, everybody. My name is DeAna Fai. I'm an aspiring pop, hip-hop, R&B singer, songwriter, and producer sensation from Hampton, Virginia.
Get it.
All right. Like you just gave us like the beauty pageant, spiel, like and representing Virginia. Short and sweet, and we love it. Short and sweet, and we love it.
Awesome.
Well, I mean, you already expressed that you're a multi-talented act. So why do you think it was important for you to learn how to write, produce, and sing, and just have all these skills?
Well, I think time has changed. The expectations in the music industry are a lot higher because there are so many talented individuals. I think history shows us that a lot of icons of this era, including Michael Jackson, have always been unique. They surpass the meaning of creativity. So much is expected of me as a brand new artist. People have seen the impossible through Michael Jackson, so I must keep up for his memory still lives.
That's awesome. Definitely.
So
what do you think? Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Tell us.
I was going to say, that, there's a lot of sacrifices that you have to make. We're happy to see that, you did go ahead and go to college and do all of that great stuff, and you started at a young age. What do you feel is the biggest sacrifice that you had to make, your dreams of being an artist happen?
I think if I were to speak for everyone, a lot of people would probably think, it takes a lot of money to get where you need to go in this industry. But I would probably have to say the biggest sacrifice I've taken was probably family, because I think family don't really realize how much work you have to put into the studio, the recording sessions, how much time you got to put into researching, your own craft. And, there's a lot of time and family time coming out of that. And, that sacrifice is probably the biggest. People, that are not, musician savvy, they don't understand that. And so they feel kind of left out. They feel kind of like you're not really being as supportive as you should be.
Now, go ahead and tell us about your very first performance. Like, where were you? How did you prepare for it? Like, what was it like being on stage? Because we know that you're a new artist, but you also have been doing this for a nice little while now. So go ahead and tell us about your very first performance.
Well, I started off singing in my church. I can't really put my finger on my very first performance. However, I don't really remember it, so-called, but I do remember me starting off, and I was singing with my sister. She was singing before I was. And I started singing with her in my church. And I always remember, every time I would get on the stage, I always would forget my lyrics.
Uh-oh.
I always would forget it. So my sister would be like, Ashley, or DeAna Fai, which is my stage name, she would be like, these are the lyrics, So that probably, that would probably be something that will stay with me for all the time. For my first performance, I know that was one of the things that I had, trouble with first coming out. So I probably, if I could remember anything dealing with my first performance, would be me getting so nervous that I forget the lyrics. That's pretty much
I'm sure it happens.
And, it still happens. I remember, sadly, the older you get, too, you may forget lyrics. I know certain artists who perform, and they forget their own songs. Brandy had a fan read her from her BlackBerry, lyrics to the song she had.
Oh, no. Now, we were reading in your bio, DeAna, that, you went to college to study biology because your mother suggested that you be more realistic. How is she responding to you now with you having your goals set in place and really, really going after your dream of being an artist?
Well, I think it never has changed. For her, I can say this. A lot of people well, the world is conditioned nowadays to think that, you know, dreams are not possible anymore. So it's hard for family members to say, you know, go for it, y'all. You know, it's more like they always tell you, you know, have a plan B, because they're so used to settling. And, you know, It's hard to tell their child, you know, hey, go for it, because they want to make sure they can still protect you, make sure you don't fall. So I think with her, I don't think it's not her being supportive. I think it's more of, you know, just be ready. You know, things just don't work out.
Right.
Gotcha.
And what about your family? Are they supportive? The rest of your family?
For the most part, you know, I just started working on an album probably within the last 7 months with my producer by the name of Andre the Sauce Barnes. And the title of our album is called The Oxymoron. And we started working on that. We got it professionally manufactured. And so we're up and running. We had it on the radio on 103 Jams in Virginia, also on Hot 91, which you used to be a DJ for.
Hot 91.
And pretty much, you know, we've been on the grind, so they're pretty much excited about that. When they heard that song on the radio the first time, they were all excited. When my mom was pretty much not being as supportive as I would have liked her to be, she was bragging to people at her job. So, you know, it was just a great feeling.
Now, I want to get excited. I want to hear the goods. I want to hear this vocal ability of yours.
Okay.
What are you going to perform for us tonight? Give us a little snippet of, you know, something we can dig, us and the listeners.
Well, I guess I'll perform one of the songs that was on the radio, which is called Grown Woman. And pretty much that song is a song where, you know, you can just have fun and you don't have to think about the things you're going through. You can always go to this song and just give it your all and have fun. So this song is called Grown Woman. I'll try my best because I'm just now getting over a cold. I'll try my best to give something, a little taste of it.
Awesome.
All right. Redeem your lottery ticket, 'cause I'ma be a winner. I'm looking so bossed in my sick Lamborghini with my stunner shades on. And the radio was playing my song. I make my own money, I drive my own car, and can't nobody tell me that I'm a loser. I pay my own bills, but I rack up, 'cause I have a real job, not a pretend one. I'm fly, I'm nice, I'm tight, I'm right. You know I run this show 'cause of my ego. You know I run this show, and everybody know I'm on my grown woman. I'm on my grown woman. I'm on my grown woman status. I don't need no charms to win you over. My game is okay. I thought you wanted to know.
Great. My grown woman, I like that. That's springy little tune to that. I like that a lot. What do you guys think about Grown Woman Status by DeAna Fai?
That's like a club mega type of record.
Yeah, I was getting into it. I was just like, who commented? That's hot. Because I felt like once I hear, I'm gonna have to check you out on. You have a MySpace and a website, right?
Right.
Want to give out the shout outs, because I want to listen, because it sounds like the way that you were singing a song sounds like it has like a crazy beat. You know?
Okay. Well, the website that I'm putting myself out on is MySpace. I love to go back to MySpace because, you know, that's where I started when putting my music up there. So it's myspace.com/DeAna Fai. That's DeAna Fai.
Now, when we were, you know, getting people together for the show, DeAna sent me some samples, so I'm definitely going to have to forward those out to you ladies, because the beats mine are definitely hot, and you would love it. So
I feel like
definitely.
Grown Woman Status commands a certain type of production. You can't be Grown Woman with a little rinky-dink, fruity tunes.
Shout out
to my producer. So I'm definitely feeling it just the way you were just singing, obviously a cappella through a cell phone at that, and it sounded good. So I'm definitely check you out, and you can sing too.